So now I go into detail. Guiding Chi to the source was the reason because she came with severe headache already for 1 week. She's 17 years old. The mom called Saturday afternoon. She said no doctor available, osteo because also very neck pain and also period pain for the first time. She never had period pain before. Severe bellyache. So she came with it, guiding Chi to the source, and waited a little bit. I looked how the pulse react. The pulse was very fast, very thin, and after a little while, she told me, well, pain hardly any there anymore. She said, I would say goes down to 2, which was not bad at all. And then when I asked her also about her abdominal pain, she said, can't feel it at the moment, maybe a little bit of a discomfort, especially on the lower part on the right side. So when I touched it there, it was a bit tender because I could touch it there because there were no needles at the moment. And she said, yeah, I can feel a bit of a discomfort, but it was okay. I could see in her face that she started to relax because finally after 1 week, the pain started to disappear. So what I did also to go a little bit into more detail with guiding the Chi to the source, that's why I'm using now Rayet. As you can see here, I did it as a first step. I did it in the 3rd layer. So I went into the Tsang Fu layer where we really touch the energy, the Chi and blood circulation. And on the first step, she looked at me and said, yeah, feels good, but headache still there. And then as you remember, this point here has an impact on the head because it's the head of the turtle if you use it in abdominal acupuncture way, but not on the 3rd layer, on the 1st layer. So what I did, I removed a little bit the depth. I withdrew the needle a tiny bit, and then her eyes got really big, and she said, yeah, no, pain. Hardly there anymore. So I thought that's pretty cool. And then we addressed muscle relax, to relax her muscles a little bit, to enhance her digestive system and the abdominal pain. Therefore, stomach 25, and because of her period problems, the stress she's under, I added the 4 gates because liver pulse was also very fast, a bit wiry, and I tested also on her feet, liver 2 and liver 3, and they were really, really sore. So I thought instead of needling her feet, which can be sometimes a bit of uncomfortable, I do it on the belly. Testing it afterwards again on the feet, there were hardly any pain anymore. And now we're coming to that cross here. As you can see, this is the kidney meridian, and it was a bit out of the kidney meridian, but this area is the neck area. And when I palpated her neck, the right hand side was quite tense, and she had an ashy point there. And so I palpated on her belly and found an ashy point here, and I put the needle in the 1st layer, the SCS layer, to really relax that kind of tension she had on this side. And then I touched also her shoulder, her trapeze, and gallbladder 21 on the shoulder was on the right hand side, was very, very tense. So what I did here, on top of it, at the end, I added actually 3 needles. That means I had already from the 4 gates on the right hand side, stomach 24, and then I added to others to really, really get into that zone. Very superficial, not really deep. And then you could feel actually the knot or that tension on her shoulder, on the trapezius, was disappearing. And put a heat lamp on her belly, let her relax. She felt even a little bit asleep because she wasn't sleeping very well for a whole week. She couldn't even go to school. And I would say after 25 minutes, when I asked her again, how are you feeling? She said, no bellyache anymore, no headaches anymore. And we stopped the treatment.